Hello, and welcome to the Dual Rider YouTube channel. Today, I'm spending some time in the woods. And I mean that quite literally. I'm just driving the KLR into the woods somewhere on some land that I have access to. There are no trails, and there is no designated camping spot. Just me, the motorcycle, all my gear, and wherever I feel like spending the night tonight. What I need is a somewhat flat spot to set my chair, 2 trees to hang the hammock, and hopefully somewhere where I can turn this pig around and get out tomorrow. That shouldn't be too hard to find. As a matter of fact, I think this spot looks pretty good. Let me just park this thing and we'll get set up. Well there, now I have some place to sit and look at my motorcycle. I do enjoy looking at and talking about and riding motorcycles. I also like modding motorcycles, but I actually haven't done much to the KLR. When I had my DR650, I did every mod I could think of. Crash bars and engine protection to luggage. I did headlights, exhaust, seat, fuel tank, levers, heck, I even did the horn. But when I got the KLR, I actually wanted to keep it as stock as possible. Now there's a few critical mods that I felt were absolutely necessary. Crash bars, handguards, heated grips, and the low-profile oil drain plug. Now that doesn't mean the KLR is otherwise perfect. There is certainly room for improvement in other areas as well. This is about the time when I was contacted by a company called Nicecnc. They make CNC parts for the KLR and many other motorcycles, and they asked me if I'd be interested in trying out some of their products. So I chose 3 mods that I thought would take the KLR to the next level. Let's talk about what I chose and why. The first mod that I decided to try out was the windshield riser brackets. The Gen 3 KLR tends to dump a bunch of dirty air right on your face, and I didn't like that very much, so let's try and fix it. These brackets didn't come with any written instructions, but there are instructions on the Nicecnc website, although I found I didn't really need them. The install was simple enough to figure out. I like these brackets over some competitors because they are adjustable with just a couple of wing nuts. Now there are 2 positions where you can mount these brackets, the upper stock position and the lower stock position. I've got mine in the lower position at first, and we'll see how that works. This is the windscreen in the upper-lower position, if that makes sense. And I'll show you the eye level, if I can reach you. There we go, I got you. Alright, let's see here. This is just about eye level for me, so that's not bad. Just about where that lawnmower is. And this is the lower adjustable position. And here is the eye level. Now let's take it for a little ride. I think this mod is extremely useful. It reduced buffeting, and it reduced wind noise significantly. The only real downside is that you have to look through the windscreen while you're off-road trying to pick a line. I actually didn't notice it that much on the road, mostly just off-road. But I think it's worth it. This is going to significantly reduce my fatigue while riding on interstates or highways on the way to my dirt roads. I like it. Now, let's talk about mod number 2. Can you guess what it is? It is a fork brace. This looks very nice. I definitely like the machining and the finish, and it seems pretty simple to install. So let's put it on. Just need to release these boots, and then fit this part on. I'll just use a little Loctite here, and then tighten things up. I would like to point out one downside, which is that these holes in the boot are now over the piston rod, which is going to allow dirt inside the boot and possibly inside the seal. I don't really like that part of it, but otherwise the fit and finish is really good. Now let's take it for a little ride. Now I do have a bit of a caveat to explain here. You see, I changed the tires on the KLR about 2 weeks ago, and ever since, the KLR has felt very unstable. It just feels like it wants to fall over. Now that's not a terrible thing in corners. It corners very well because it falls over into the corners very easily. But when you're trying to maintain speed upright, it's very unsettling. So I put the fork brace on to try and figure things out. Now it did help. I have to say that. It does improve handling, but it's a small amount. And when I got the KLR up to about 70 miles an hour, I got the start of a death wobble. The fork brace helped, but it didn't fix the underlying problems with the KLR. I've got something else going on that I need to troubleshoot in another video. For now, I'd say the fork brace is great if you want to eke out every little bit of stability from the KLR. It doesn't fix any major underlying issues, and the improvements aren't major. But if you're looking for a fork brace, I see absolutely nothing wrong with this particular brand. Nicecnc did a great job with this product, and I have no problem recommending it. Now, please allow me to introduce product number 3. These are foot pegs. The stock Gen 3 KLR foot pegs are terrible, and as someone who likes to stand on the foot pegs to get on or off the bike, I notice it every time I get on or off the bike. The rubber is slippery, the pegs are small and squishy, and I don't really like them. These are a huge improvement. Installation is very simple. Just pop this little clip off.
I wasn't sure what you were trying to get off, so.
Remove the pin. Oops, excuse me. And the peg comes right off. The new peg goes on almost just as easily. That's not right. So there are 2 springs, and it does matter which side you put each spring on. Once I got that figured out, things went pretty smoothly.
Yeah. I think that'd be the right way.
Just put that little clip back on, and I am good to go.
Get it on there?
Yeah,
That was pretty
I
easy.
think that's it. That's not bad, huh?
No.
Now for the other side. Luckily there's only one spring left, so I can't screw this one up.
Yes.
Wow, I have to say that I love these foot pegs, and I am disappointed that I did not do this mod sooner. This has to be my favorite upgrade for the KLR so far. 100% worth it. I love these.
Well, that took a total of 11 minutes.
And they look great.
Yeah, they look good. They feel good. I'm happy.
Can I feel them?
Yeah?
Like, get on.
You sure?
Oh yeah, they have a lot of grip.
Yeah, they do.
Those screws have good tread.
I don't think I've gone crazy here. I think these are the essential mods that I need to make this the adventure machine that I'm looking for. Your mods may be different for what you're doing, but if you're doing what I'm doing, then I highly recommend what I've done. Now I guess it's time to get camp set up. Let's hang this hammock. And oh look, a visitor. This is a snowy tree cricket, well known for being able to tell what temperature it is based on how fast they are chirping. Very cool. And I wonder who lives in this hole. I tried knocking, but no one was home. Now, let's get back in the goodie bin and see what I've brought for dinner. Today, I am actually cooking dinner. No, this is not a freeze-dried meal, and it's not a steak, and it's not sausage. It's not even salmon. This is something completely different. I won't keep you in suspense. I am making chicken stir-fry with veggies. And the first step is boiling some rice. That took about 15 minutes to heat up the water and cook the rice, and now I'll put my pan on the stove. I forgot to bring any oil, so we'll just go with the non-stick and hope that works. Now for a little stir-fry sauce. And let's give this a try. I don't think I like this sauce very much. This is the Hannaford brand stir-fry sauce, and I think there are better versions out there. I'll need to try them on later camping trips. For dessert, we have a homemade chocolate chip cookie made by Sunflower Baking Company. This is my wife's brand, and it is very good. So I don't feel good about having a fire tonight. The fire danger is very high in my area. We haven't had rain for weeks, and there are dried leaves and twigs all over the ground. I think I'll just get ready for bed. I didn't bring a full sleeping bag tonight because it's 85 degrees and there's no rain, so I'm not using a tarp. I just have my overquilt, my pillow, and my hammock, and that'll do just fine for tonight. Let's get ready for bed. And it's not glamorous, but it's the life of a camper. There isn't much to do in the morning except get packed up. Thank you very much to Nicecnc for sending me these parts for review. I think all three are very good additions to the KLR. I do include affiliate links in my description and also receive commission if you use those links. Thank you for using those links and for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you are not subscribed, please consider it. And if you are subscribed, then I will see you next time.